All right, good morning, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Before we jump onto Amazon, we'll go over SPY. So SPY daily, something that I do want to go over. So the daily still looks fine. We're opening below. We're going to be opening right on this trend line. Okay, the 437. What happens from here? Right now, today is July 30th, and which means the monthly candle is going to close. So let's zoom out of the chart a little bit. The daily looks great. It looks like it might rip back up and we close near all-time highs. Or we might flush down all the way towards 434, maybe 430. How big is the flush? I have no idea. Or maybe we just stay sideways, right? Just because Amazon missed earnings, a few bad numbers from some techs, mostly the market has become negative all of a sudden. But they don't see that the market's at all-time highs, right? And so let's look at the monthly chart. Now the monthly here is nothing but bullish, okay, for now. And one can say is too extended because it ran from 215 to 440, which is 100% in almost 1 year, okay, or more than a little more than a year. This is, I mean, S&P is usually yearly returns are usually 10% if we were to go back in history averages, but from last year in 2020 to 2021, we're up 100%. That's a huge freaking move. All right. Well, on the monthly, it shows us more upside. Now the thing is, for the coming month, now with the inflation, GDP miss, all these things, do we go sideways for many months to come, or do we flush lower, or do we stay stagnant, just no uptrend, but just stay between 420, 440 for how long? The monthly candle, where does it close today? Okay. The monthly candle, as long as it closes above 429, 430 is likely a bullish candle, but then it might give us some room here. If the monthly candle closes below 434, 432-ish, that's going to show, basically what that's going to show us, a lot of selling pressure at these levels. All right, there will be a lot of selling pressure above 430. And it's possible that this green candle might come all the way towards 430 today to close. I have no idea, or maybe it just closes all the way at the top. So this is one thing that I do want to see, the monthly action. How does this candle close? And maybe if it closes above 436, 434, then for the coming 1-2 months, I do expect some sort of consolidation. Maybe even a dip all the way towards 425-ish, 420-ish, and then all the way to 416. All right. So I'm not going to rush into any positions yet. I do want to see how the monthly candle on SPY is going to close. No idea what it does today. So personally, we'll wait and chill. Triple Qs, congrats if you took LB's puts yesterday. He absolutely nailed it. And the monthly is in this, so this is the monthly chart. We'll go over the daily after. The monthly is in this nice little channel on these two lines. And same thing here is nothing but a nice little bullish candle, bullish chart. I see it going higher towards the end of the year, but for the next 1-2 months, like I said, we might see some consolidation between all the way to 348 to the highs. Break of 348, the next level will be 339. So just a rough number, 335 towards the high of this month, which is 368. It's also possible that today we can even get highs. Who knows? Nobody knows, right? And maybe next week in August, we rip high, we go all the way to 375, 380, and then in August, we make a reversal candle and we close below 360. So then in September, we dip. Okay, something like this right here. The candle in Feb. Okay, we might rip high into August, and then the last 2 weeks we might dip down. What's going to happen? I have no idea. Maybe we just stay in this channel and we continue writing this up along the way. Okay. So the market is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. We're near all-time highs. The only reason you might feel the markets are down because some of your position might be going to zero. Okay. But for now, it looks fine. And based on the daily, LB nailed the puts. Congrats once again. And we might just see more consolidation here between 368 and 350. So playing day-to-day action is very hard to make money in it, okay? And if we do break 360 today, we're likely gonna see 356, 354, okay, unless we bounce. Financials, holding strong, holding well. They didn't do much for the last, in July, it didn't do much for the daily action. I do wanna see a 37 plus close. So let's go on the monthly and see what it's giving us. So the monthly is giving us a little reversal. if we close higher than 37 today, that is a reversal to the upside for the coming month. So do financials rip next month, right? Maybe tech takes a little bit broken. Shut that off. Maybe the tech takes break, and then the financials rip now towards the upside. Okay. So on Monday we'll know. So today we'll just see at the end how the monthly action closes. Then LB will go over post market what exactly happened. All right. So no need to rush into trades. Amazon, I'll quickly go over. Something I don't like about this chart right now, on the monthly is gonna look really ugly if it closes below 3,300. I think I did make a comment yesterday. If this stock closes below, sorry, not even 3,300. If it closes below 34.35, if it closes below 34.35, it's basically telling us there's more downside in the coming months. Now, is it gonna be true? Not necessarily, but that's what it shows. Or we might get similar action from here. Some weakness towards 3,200 the next in the month of August, maybe we put in a reversal, who knows. So that's day to day. They had the biggest revenue miss in 3 years. There was growth, but the biggest revenue miss in the last 3 years. And they usually don't miss on their revenues, but they did, right? So maybe this is an opportunity. For me, I'm just looking for this opportunity. Maybe it comes below 3,000, I'll probably buy some more equity and leave it. So just looking at it from positively, we had a great run. Congrats on the profits, and we give some back. Okay, chart requests, guys, just please type them in the chat, whatever charts that you guys want to go over. And somebody mentioned regarding, what chart was it? So if you guys have any chart requests, just go over. First is Nugget by Vlad. So Nugget. So Vlad, okay, this is Nugget. Gold miners, you're looking at gold, okay. Based on the monthly, this can be used as a very strong support. It's held in 2018, last year held, and this year again. If I just need to zoom out more on this chart, I guess. Okay, this is in dollars, so it started in 2016. Yeah, Vlad, personally, I am bullish on gold in the coming months. Not on a weekly basis, but like going into 2023. I think it's gonna move, but which month does it move? I'm not sure. But this should not break below 49, 48. It has to hold 48. So I would probably buy leaf, sorry, 48. So 48 is a must hold based on the monthly. Now you mentioned weekly. Let's go out on the weekly. The weekly looks, yeah, there's not. Yeah, it's just holding support right now, Vlad. Maybe we can see a nice run up if gold picks up, and this stock has fallen a lot from 223.61. So this company, if you're gonna play it, I highly suggest that you look into. Albi, do you know about Nugget? You wanna go over this chart?
It's a gold miner.
Mine is a gold miner, but you wanna go over this chart? I see no pattern here, man.
It's gold monthly.
I did go on the monthly.
So basically, just look at gold, look at the gold miner Nugget, and see which one's leading which, and you can tell kind of the trend with the miner.
Yeah, Vlad, I think if you want to play gold, there's better charts out there. I would recommend GLD. I went over this chart just about a month ago. It's making a nice cup and handle. Like if I was to play gold, I would probably play GLD. I think this is the cleanest chart I see if we were to go technical patterns and then thinking about inflation and everything. This is about to break out in the coming months. It's not going to be an overnight play. It might play with your emotions for 1, 2, 3 months, 4 months maybe. Then 1 month this is going to shoot up based on the technicals. Does it happen in September, October, November, December? I have no idea. Just got to be patient with this. So GLD is what I would play. Twitter, same thing. Out of a many years consolidation, is trading near its IPO prices, and obviously the model is much better than it was in 2014. I think for 1-2 months, if this stock just goes sideways, I will go long in it. Twitter, we've never failed. We always kill Twitter. This month the candle's closing good. This can even see a pop next month. Now we had news on Twitter, so let's look at some fundamentals. They're going to be introducing retailers to sell their products on Twitter, which is a huge news. The only thing is they will not be taking any cuts. But what they're looking for is the retailers that will be promoting their products, have them pay for the advertising. So advertising revenue will likely go up in the coming quarter, right? So let's see how when that starts, and then maybe if it consolidates here for a bit longer, and if it holds above 68 for the coming 1-2 weeks, guys, this is a no-brainer. I would go long on it based on the monthly, right? If it gives us another chance on the monthly, this is likely going to have a big $15 candle in 1 month, and it's going to happen. either in September, maybe in October, August. I have no idea, but it's gonna happen soon. So on a stock like this, you always buy time when the pattern is setting up. The reason being is maybe for 1-2 months it might not work out, but when it goes, it's just gonna go. Okay. So a nice little cup and a handle pattern on this. That I mean is pretty visible. A nice cup base, and now it's just this is very high resistance on IPO. Okay. And it's just consolidating here, absorbing all the sellers, getting ready, and then hopefully with some news, this is gonna shoot up. So if I was to play Twitter, I would buy at least 8 to 10 months out of time. And then based on the daily, we can obviously play shorter time frames. So based on the daily right now, remove indicator, remove primes. So based on the daily, it needs a 73 push. 72 is a number. Right, so a lot of sell pressure here, but I think maybe it dips once more to 64, 70, it might do this, or maybe it goes next week, who knows, if market rips again. Okay, so 72 is a number overall though. Okay, any dips towards 60 and 55, I would play to the long side with time added. Okay, then we have here. So basically, all I'm one thing that wanting to put in your guys' mind is the monthly action. Make sure you guys are looking at the monthly candles today. You can be looking at the daily support resistance, but if the monthly is bearish, you might get the pop for 1-2 days on the daily, but then on the monthly, it might give us more downside next month. Candles are not always true, but they do give us an idea. Here, daily, right off the back, the level is 32 on this stock. 32 is a must through, and then 33 is also hard. So 32 to 34 is hard. Above that, you can see 36. And you want to look at if any news coming in on this chart. Weekly, okay. So weekly, if we look at it, it's made a nice little cup. A handle kind of broke out, and now is failing. Is back testing the handle again, right? Usually not a good sign. So you do want to see this above 33, 30, 34. So this needs to go over 34 on the weekly. And the monthly is just going to be like something like Twitter, I think. So yeah, there you go. Okay. Fast moves up, and it can give up gains also. So keep it in mind. Okay. But 34 is a must. Last month, so if many stocks that will make this is a very bearish candle usually. This right here, if any stock makes this a candle like this month, be careful playing weeklies, right? Usually there's downside. So there's downside, but this month this is trying to put in a reversal. Okay. So that's how you want to analyze it. So it might need another 1 month before it breaks 34 strong, and then you can play to the upside. Okay. What else do we have here? Somebody mentioned another chart. I think Lowe's or L. Yeah, Lowe's Corporation. Lowe's based on the monthly. It's in a very tight range. This chart, wow. So from 2007. It's just here. Okay, this chart can obviously run big in the coming months as long as it stays above 2007 highs. Okay, because obviously it's been 13 years. Just look at some their statements, how it's doing now, the growth. You will have to look at some fundamentals.
He said Loblaws, not Lowe's.
He said L.
Loblaws, TSX, L.CN or something.
TSX, okay. I was watching, I'm like, why is he? So LTSX. Loblaw. Okay. Okay, it's one of the strongest companies. We already know they have nothing but growth. Canadian company is Canadian, right? TSX. I used to work there. It just broke out, Nil. To play this stock, I would just put money in it long term and just leave it, right? Here, what you want to look at is the costs are rising. So it's a lot of companies that reported the last few days, they're all complaining about their cost structure, right? So playing options, it can go either way, but playing equity, it could be a safe add to your long-term portfolio. But it has already ran from 60 to 84. How higher does it go? I have no idea. There's a likely that it's going to backtest 77. In the coming months, it's very likely it backtests 77. Okay, it's trading right near the top. Monthly is nothing but bullish. You might get a move like this in the coming months. Remember, when stocks like this go sideways or they don't move, they stay there in a range for even 1 year. Okay, so this is a stock which you gotta be really patient and just let it sit there. Okay, so you cannot expect an overnight move or next month. Maybe it stays between 80 and 90 for 10 months. Who knows, right? But I would not buy it here. I would wait because it does give dips, as you see, right? It does give you chances to always add back in. So anything near 73, I will scale in a little bit. Then after another 3 months, if it dips more, I will scale in a little bit more. Then in 2022 first quarter, if it dips more, I scale in more. So these stocks you scale in every 3 months, right? That's how you play these stocks. What else we have? Square. Yeah, monthly it looks beautiful, but the only thing I see on monthly here is that we do have a lot of selling pressure here. A lot of selling pressure here. Okay, above 255, there's a lot of selling pressure on Square. It's gonna be closing near all-time highs. Does it rip next month? It easily can because the chart is bullish, right? So you do want to look at some news. So the monthly looks good, but if the monthly closes below 242, which is today, then it's going to be very bearish. Okay, so let's look at the weekly. The weekly it does want higher, but then there's selling pressure. So on the weekly, I would simply wait for it to close above 265. I would say it needs a close of 265 plus, and then potentially new all-time highs. Okay, and then a dip to 196, and then 227 is possible. Okay, and I guess 825, but I just wanted to go over the monthly candles. Hope that made sense. So do look at the monthly candles today, or just sit out, chill. Over the weekend on Sunday, we have a very powerful session by all admins. Do not miss it. We're gonna go over some very important things. All right, and with this, we'll finish it. See you guys in the chat. Manage. And if I missed your ticker, I'm sorry.